you look around, the whole world's coming together now. Yeah.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Feel it in the air. The wind is taking it everywhere. Yeah.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All the colors of the world should be loving each other wholeheartedly. Yes, it's alright. Take my message to your brother and tell him twice. Spread the word and try to teach the man who's having his brother when he won't do. When we're all the same, 'cause the love inside of me is inside of you. Now tell me, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Lovely is a feeling now. Fever, temperature's rising now. Power now is a force of love that makes it happen. It has no questions asked. So get closer now to my body now. Just love me till you don't know how. Keep up with the force, don't stop till you get enough. Keep on with the force, don't stop till you get enough. Keep on with the force, don't stop till you get enough. Keep on with the force, don't stop till you get enough. Keep on with the force, don't stop till you get enough. Keep on with the force, don't stop till you get enough. Keep on with the force, don't stop till you get enough. Keep on with the force, don't stop till you get enough. All right. your body down to the ground, let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground, let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground, let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground. Let's dance, let's shout. Shake your body down to the ground. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose sleigh does that star-spangled banner yet wave? O'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please be seated. And now, Dr. Jim Newell, Rowan University Provost.
So good evening, and welcome to the 2019 Rowan University ceremony on this beautiful sunny day. It's my pleasure to introduce our special guests. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Rowan University President, Dr. Ali Hushman. Representing the Rowan University Board of Trustees, Mr. Chad Bruner, Chair. Mr. Robert Posnick, Vice Chair. Ms. Isabelita Abel. Dr. Barbara Chamberlain. Dr. Thomas Gallia. Ms. Linda Rohr, and Mr. Riley Shea, Student Trustee. And our distinguished guest, Mr. Shawn Thompson Blocker, Keynote Speaker. Ms. Judith Heumann, our honorary degree recipient. Senator Troy Singleton, also a distinguished alumnus. Gloucester County Freeholder Daniel Christie. Gloucester County Freeholder Frank DeMarco. Gloucester County Freeholder James Lavender. Ms. Suzanne Smalley Beers, the Alumni Board President. Ms. Gina Lemanowitz Pulaski, Alumni Board Secretary. Mr. Jay Dugan from the Alumni Board. Mr. William Friend, the University Senate President. Ms. Denise Williams, the CWA President. Mr. Arbery Singleton, the SGA President. Dr. Timothy Viator, Grand Marshal, and members of the President's Cabinet, deans, College Advisory Board members, faculty, and other senior members of the administration. Last but not least, there are two very important constituencies who must be recognized as well. Students, please rise and face the people that are most important in your life: parents, partners, spouses, brothers, sisters, and loved ones who have provided the support and resources to bring us to this day. Applaud them as you stand here ready to graduate. And finally, please recognize your Rowan family, the faculty, staff, and administrators who share in your pride and success today. Please be seated.
Good evening. My name is Chad Bruner, and I'm the chairman of the Rowan University Board of Trustees. It is my pleasure to welcome all of you, your families, and friends to Rowan University on behalf of faculty, staff, and administrators. More than 10 years ago, I read a book titled The Winner's Manual for the Game of Life by Jim Tressel, Youngstown State University president and former Ohio State Buckeye football coach. There was one single solitary question that captivated me. If the game of life ended tonight, would you be a winner? That question continues to intrigue me today and throughout the last 8 years. And in a way, it has helped redefine my life as a son, a husband, a father, a coach, and a boss. I didn't conscientiously set out on a quest to answer it, but looking back, I can see how much my life has been shaped by that simple question. That question, however, sparked more questions. How can you know if you're a winner in life? What does it really mean to be a winner? Must we redefine the word? Are there certain qualities that winners inherently possess that make them natural difference makers? How can you measure such a thing? The Winner's Manual can be described as a personal playbook for success, filled with insights on what it takes to be a winner in the game of life from some of the greatest coaches, athletes, writers, thinkers, and leaders in the world. This is more than a book about football or sports, but rather about life and what it takes to succeed emotionally, relationally, spiritually, and professionally. And graduates, that is what life is all about, to strive to succeed on all levels, professionally and personally. So as you begin the next chapter in your life, remember this. Develop a personal game plan that will help you apply the fundamentals to all phases of your life, no matter what position you play in life. These fundamentals will serve as great training for your contribution to whatever team you're on. If you're struggling with your place in the world, if things have become difficult and you feel like giving up, or if you don't know whether or not you are a winner, that's okay. We all go through this. This is what makes us special and is how we know that we are human after all. Which brings me back to what captivated me in the first place when I read these words. If the game of life ended tonight, would you be a winner? I realized over the years that we will stumble, we will fall, but we will pick ourselves back up again. That is what we are supposed to do. We will be winners in the game of life. I am certain you will be a winner in the game of life. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Good evening, everyone. Hello. This is called energy. Yes. It's the result of eating too much hot pepper or hot sauce. First and foremost, I really want to thank from the bottom of my heart all the parents, loved ones, brothers and sisters sitting at the back for trusting your loved ones with us 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. And hopefully you're now taking them back ready, productive, capable, knowledgeable taxpayers. Remember that. We are getting old, we need the Social Security to remain solvent, so please do pay your taxes. Let me also take this opportunity to thank a very dear group of people who really are the reason why universities exist, and those are our professors, our faculty, the people who own the knowledge, the people who come in, day out, and put their heart and soul into the classroom and lab to train you so that you become the future of this great country of ours. And for that, I'm very, very grateful to them, so let's give them another round of applause. Well, when I usually stand in here, somebody writes a speech for me, and I kind of get confused. Should I read it, or should I just speak from heart? And I'm going to mix it. Okay. So let me do the reading part first. You never know what's around the corner. It could be everything, or it could be nothing. You keep one foot in front of the other, and then one day you look back and you have climbed the mountain. For those of you who have, it's an amazing feeling because along the way it hurts like hell. I could tell you those words came from a great philosopher or a motivational speaker, but they actually came from actor Tom Hiddleston. I'm sure you know that, right? Thor, the Avengers, $2 billion in 2 weeks, crazy. I think those words show a lot of wisdom, and they reflect every one of our graduates. Whether you're an undergraduate student who came here at 18 or earn your first college degree, or a graduate student with professional experience who is looking to advance in your line of work, or a medical student about to move into a residency. You have taken many steps during the last several years. Some of them were difficult. Some of them took you to unknown places. All of them led to the peak of the mountain, this commencement ceremony. So for that, from the bottom of my heart, on behalf of the entire Rowan family, congratulations. So now the unwritten one. Let's close this one. Like you, over the past 7 or 8 or 9 years, Rowan has grown tremendously as well. I'm sure some of you came here 4 or 5 years ago. The Rowan Boulevard, big chunk of it was a pile of dirt. Look at it now. It's a beautiful home away from home. We built that magnificent Rowan Boulevard, investing $450 million of other people's money, not the taxpayers. That's the trick. Remember that. We are so good at using other people's money. And in doing so, we have built a beautiful home for our kids. For you kids and your grandkids to come into this great institution, get a decent education, and go and be a productive citizen. That's what we did. We were an average master's classified university by the Carnegie classification, and in a space of 3 years, we first went to Research 3 and then Research 2. Unprecedented. No other institution in the nation has done that. We are now 6th fastest growing university in the nation. But think about it, in 8 years, the state of New Jersey gave us about $8 million less. We are not even accounting for inflation. We doubled our students from roughly 10,000 to almost 20,000 students. During that whole period, we kept the tuition and fees at or below the rate of inflation, invested $50 million in research, committed to bring 100 more professors to the university, invested $3 million in developing the curricula of the future, and built totally $1.2 billion worth of infrastructure in Glassboro. Can you believe that? The total number of employees today at Rowan stands at roughly 4,000. When we started it, it was 1,600. This is now one of only 2 or 3 universities with 2 medical schools, an allopathic and osteopathic medical schools, and 2 hugely prestigious ones. 2 weeks ago, US News and World Report ranked our Cooper Medical School of Rowan University as the 10th most selective university in the nation. Can you believe that? And it's only 5 years old, 5 years. Our School of Osteopathic Medicine, in terms of the level of research funding that's secured, is only 2nd in the nation. And I promise you, by the time you send your younger brother or sister in here, we will be the best osteopathic medical school in the nation. And all of these accolades, all of these improvements and accomplishments, all of them are going to add to your degree, to the prestige of your education. Because this university is no longer a regional university, it's a global university, and everybody knows. So you can hold your head up and tell them that you are the graduate of Rowan University. I am so incredibly proud of each and every one of you. I wish you a tremendous amount of success. I know you are the generation, you are the amazing generation, you are so technologically savvy, and you are the group who are going to create your own industry and run it. Because by the time, in 5 or 6 or 10 years, chances are more than 50% of the jobs that we are used to are going to be gone, and you're going to create the future of America. That's why you're so amazing and so great. Congratulations, and have an amazing celebration after this. Well done.
I now have the honor of introducing our commencement speaker. You might say that today's speaker fits Rowan University to a... No, I'm not going to go there. That's because Shawn Thompson Blocker, known to all of you as Shawn T, is a true Rowan success story. Like many of you, Shawn was a first-generation college student who grew up in New Jersey. He discovered his passion for inspiring others while leading exercise classes at the Rowan Rec Center. It all started there. And in that work, he witnessed genuine transformation in himself as a person, leader, and motivator, and in others as he worked to help Rowan faculty, staff, students reach their own fitness goals. Today, Shawn is a multimedia star and entrepreneur whose at-home fitness programs, Hip Hop Abs, Insanity, and Transform 20, have shattered all sales and download records. He regularly shares his messages of hope and transformation through podcasts, motivational speaking, and his new lifestyle website, ShawnTLife.com. We are thrilled that Shawn still comes back to Rowan to personally inspire a new generation of students by sharing his story of success and occasionally leading a workout session or two. Now, I don't know for sure if he's going to have us up and moving today, but I'm certain we're in for some extraordinary words of motivation from one of Rowan's most well-known alumni. Members of the class of 2019, please join me in welcoming home to Rowan University, our commencement speaker, Shawn T.
I'm home, everybody. Okay, first of all, I think a lot of you know I carry a lot of energy, but I'm not the only one in here today that's going to have the energy. So everyone, from the parents in the back, the family in the back, to the amazing graduates, stand up right now. Let's go. Do y'all want to have some fun today? Does anyone up here want to help me? Oh, come on, let's go. I'll take three. I'll take three. Two. And we got the president. Okay, I got three. All right, when we think of celebration, see, I wasn't going to do this today, but since y'all want me to move, let's move. All right. When we think of celebration, everyone has a different thought, a different feeling. You know, I always talk about chase the feeling, not the number, right? So, we're going to do something fun. When you think of celebration, what's the one word that comes to mind?
Party.
Party. All right. On the count of three, we're going to go party. We're going to hit it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Party. No. Hands up. In the back, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. All right. The president, when you think of celebration, what do you think of?
Party.
Oh. All right, well, I can come up with another party. So we're going to hit party, and then we're going to just bend our knees, and we're going to go party. Come on, 1, 2, hands up in the air, and drop the booty low. Listen, I understand if they don't do it in the back, but we up here, we need to do this. You too. 1, 2, 3, 4, party, and drop it down low. All right, one more. When you think of celebration.
Dancing.
And we're dancing, we're going to think of dancing. So we're going to hit party, drop it down low, party, and just groove to yourself like, oh, oh, oh. I want everybody to do this. 3, 2, 1, party, y'all. And drop it down low. And groove to yourself. All right, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. You can have a seat, and thank you so much to faculty, staff, thank you students, and thank you everyone from the back to the middle to the front. We're excited. 3 things we got to do before I begin. Number 1, put any hand in the air. Graduates, pat yourself on the back. congratulate yourself. In fitness and exercise, people usually wait. They usually wait to the very end till they lose that weight to congratulate themselves, but not today, right? So number 2, turn to your right. Pat that person on the back to your right. Say congratulations. Thank you. Turn to the left. Pat that person on your back. Congratulations. And number 3, just make some noise. And in addition to the diploma that you are receiving today, here's the most important thing. You have gained 3 things over the past 4, 5, or 6 years. I was 5, so I'm here for it. Okay? 4, 5, or 6 years. And I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to explain this to you, but I need you to go back into time. Right now, I want you to really focus, because if you utilize what you're about to learn right now, you will always be successful. Number 1, go back in time. Think of that very first moment you walked on this campus. You got it? For me, it was 23 years ago. But not until I visited Cape Town, South Africa, did I realize my collegiate journey. So, if you know me, I'm a little insane. So when my husband and my family decided to go to Cape Town, South Africa, the first thing I said was, well, we have to climb Table Mountain. And when you climb Table Mountain, they have the touristy way where you kind of like zigzag your way up. But I reached out to an organization that took you up the hard way. So the guy on the phone said, this is going to be extremely difficult. And I'm like, do you know who I am? I'm like, do you know who I am? Right? So then we get out the car. He's like, it's going to be tough. The mountain is way over there. But I'm like, who can't walk? Like, this is fine. We start walking. My husband and I start walking. We literally get about 3 minutes in, and I'm breathing like I just finished the Insanity Fit test. And I look at him, and I was like, and he was like, you wanted to do it. Now, mind you, we train with Insanity to do this because we never climbed a mountain before. So I looked at him, and I said, you know what? If we're going to do this, we have to do this. If it's going to be tough, and we're going to continue to walk to that mountain, we have to commit to do this. Think about that time during the first year, or maybe it was the first class, first semester, where you said, wait a minute, this isn't high school anymore. Like, this is tough. Or you got that one professor that, well, all the rest of them are nice, and you're like, I can't believe they gave me that much work, right? Think about that moment. That moment that you decided to continue, you've developed and gained commitment. Now, there was a study done that said if you connect to an institution, a goal in education, or just a specific major, you'll graduate in 4, 5 to 6 years. But more importantly, commitment is the foundation to everything. Imagine you buying a house, and the contractor said, well, the ground is really rocky. You don't have the budget to lay a good foundation, so we're going to build on this rocky ground. And you have to put down $100,000. Would you still build the house? Right. So every foundation needs commitment, which you've already achieved. So after I looked at Scott and I said, all right, we're going to commit to this. Let's go. Then we walk. I'm breathing heavy, and I'm like, Shawn, pull it together. Like, don't let anybody know you're tired. We get to the mountain, and the tour guide says, all right, as we start to climb, there needs to be 3 points of contact, right? So he's talking about 2 feet and an arm and 2 legs, or whatever your points of contact will be at that moment. But for me, as I really started to think, it's really not the external that matters when you have 3 points of contact. It's, number 1, being truthful with yourself, right? Is this hard? Sometimes things are hard, and people are like, oh, it's not hard. And when you denounce struggle, you are doing yourself an injustice. So first, and more importantly, you have to say, all right, this is hard, like this is tough. And the minute you are truthful with yourself, that allows you to build trust within yourself. So 1 point of contact is truthful. The other point of contact is trust. The third point of contact is the support system. right? So turn around and wave to your loved ones. They're the support system. So when this got tough for you, at some point, probably when you reached your classes that were specific for your major, where you're like, well, maybe I should switch to something else. That's when it got tough. And for those of you who continued on, not only did you use truth, trust, and the foundation of commitment in addition to the support system, you also were able to tap into the reserve. Because we forget about that fourth point of contact. It's always there. The 3 points of contact is what makes you stronger. It's what helps you hold on. But that fourth point of contact is tapping into the reserve. When things get tough, you have to run through the finish line. That's why today isn't done. Today is just the next step. But what happens when you continue to climb? So we're on this hike, and we're going up, and like, if you know me, I'm like, I just want to get done. At the time, I'm like, let me just get this done real quick so I can post on a little Instagram, like I just climbed Table Mountain, right? So about 3/4 of the way up, our tour guide is like, all right, we're going to stop right here. I got some coffee and some croissants. I'm like, who eats coffee and croissants in the middle of a workout? I'm trying to burn calories, right? But what I realized at that moment is we stepped on a plateau. We stepped on a plateau. And a lot of times in fitness and life, when we hit a plateau, we think it's a bad thing. But really what a plateau is, and what you've probably reached as your journey has come to this moment, what you can do is sit, have that coffee, have that croissant, and look down to see how far you've come. Because it's not about just reaching the top. It's about stopping and taking that moment to say, I'm not going to curse, don't worry. But blank, yeah, I did this, right? So if it's Donut Fridays, like I celebrate every Friday, or if it's a croissant and coffee, or if it's you just looking down to see how far you've come, don't be afraid of the plateau. Which takes me to the third thing that you've gained, the ability to conquer. Right? And some people think that getting this diploma is the conquer. In fitness, people think that I'm going to get to this goal weight and that's going to define me. But what you need to do is run through the finish line. We are not chasing a number. We're not chasing a number of, I want to make $1 million, because $1 million doesn't make you happy. Passion is what makes you happy. And let me tell you something, money follows passion. So what I'm saying is, a lot of you may not know what you're doing from this point forward. How many of you have a job already? How many of you are like, I have no clue what's going to happen? Congratulations. Congratulations to both of you. If you have no clue what's going to happen, you have reached the conquer phase. Now, like I said, in the conquer phase, people think that they're done. But in my kind of conquer phase, what you do is you get to the top of the mountain, and then you survey the scene. For me, when I started here at Rowan, at home, when I taught that first group exercise class, I just wanted to lose weight. I just wanted to find a way to lose the freshman 50. See, some of y'all gained 15, I gained 50. I just wanted to find a way. But what I found is my passion. Prior to that, I was a communications major because I wanted to be Anderson Cooper, right? But I found passion in health and fitness, and health and exercise. And when I graduated, what I did was I went to health promotion and fitness management. And no offense, but it wasn't my favorite. But what I did was I said, how do I make this work for me? How do I make this passionate? So I quit my job, or I gave 2 months notice, not 2 weeks. I gave 2 months notice, and I moved out to LA to be a starving artist. I said, I have to follow my passion. And without boring you with the details, here I am 23 years later from walking on this campus. And let me tell you what I did. What I realized is when you're in the conquer phase and when you're at the top of that mountain, you're now an owner of real estate. So what I want you to do, if you don't know what to do when you leave here, first of all, like I said, it's okay. Secondly, what I want you to do is look over that mountain, and then I want you to start creating property lines. I will say this. This is a proud moment for me, and I know it'll be a proud moment for you sometime. Well, I bought some property and houses in my day. Right now, at the current moment, my husband and I just bought property, and we're building a house for the first time, right? 23 years later. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because when you look out and you have this landscape and you start to create property lines, what I want you to do is plant the seeds. Go back in time through this 3, 4, 5, 6-year journey and plant the seeds. Maybe it wasn't just the academics. Maybe it was you were a leader of this organization. Maybe it was a conversation you had with an administrator that is a seed that's going to get you to follow your passion. But let me tell you what's going to happen. When these seeds start to grow, it becomes a community. And when you have a community of things that you've built along the way, you have found your way. You have found your way. So today, when you go home, plant the seeds. Look in the mirror and plant the seeds, because I'm telling you, they will grow. Now, what do you do when the seeds plant? What happens when I'm at the top of this mountain? Well, I'm going to go into something a little funny here. So we just had twin boys a year and a half ago. And so we watch Little Baby Bum all the time. Some of you don't know what that is, but it's just a playlist of baby songs. And this one song comes on, and every time this song comes on, I look at Scott and I'm like, this is so mean. I look at him, I'm like, this is horrible. And the song goes, the bear went over the mountain, the bear went over the mountain. The bear went over the mountain to see what he could see. And all that he could see, and all that he could see was the other side of the mountain. And I'm like, really? Like, you're trying to teach my kids that they're going to climb and the only thing that they can see is the other side of the mountain. And then I realized that it's okay. It's okay if all you see is the other side of the mountain. But let me tell you what you're going to see when you get to the other side of the mountain. You're going to see other people climbing. And because you've reached the top, now you can extend your hand and help someone up. See, not only are you graduating today, not only have you gotten that diploma, but you know what it's like to commit. You know what it's like to climb. You know what it's like to conquer. And when you plant seeds, you can plant seeds that help someone else. So today, if you know what you're going to do, congratulations. And if you don't, congratulations. But let me tell you what you can always do. You can always go back to day one and lead yourself. You can always go back to day one and lead yourself because you did it already. And furthermore, like we did in the beginning, we congratulated ourselves, right? Hand up, pat yourself on the back. Turn to your right, pat that person. Turn to your left, pat that person. But now, before we make a lot of noise today, what I want you to do is grab your phones, because I know most of you had it, and turn on the video. Selfie style. Make it quick. Make it quick. Because 10 years from now, what we're about to do, this loud scream and this celebratory moment that we have, I want you to email this video to yourself. Because 10 years from now, when you accomplish and when one of those seeds grow, and you accomplish something great, you don't have to fix your hair, young lady. Don't worry about it, because the you 10 years from now is already going to think you cuter anyway, okay? Now, you're going to be fine when you get 10 years from now, trust and believe. I see them cheekbones. But, hey, I'm married. Stop it. What I want you to do is take the phone far away, press record, and at the top of your lungs, scream for yourself, congratulations. 1, 2, 3. Email that to yourself. Love yourself. And at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, this has nothing to do with the physical body. It has everything to do with, if you conquer your mind, you will transform your life and always trust and believe in who you are. And thank you.
If you promise to keep quiet, I can bring him back again, you know. Just give me a minute. Since 2015, Rowan University has awarded medals of excellence that honor worthy individuals for exemplary achievements and service. Today, I'm pleased to present the first of our 2019 medals to Shawn Thompson Wacker. See? Told you. Shanti arrived at Rowan intent on his college education. His drive to encourage others soon led to his packed house sessions in our student recreation center and fitness clubs of campus too. Shawn's high energy routine drew so many people that his classes sold out and he didn't have enough time to meet demands for his teaching and coaching. Remember, he was a student with at least one eye on his bachelor's degree here at Rowan as well. After graduating, he began his career ultimately focused on developing ways to motivate more people than ever. He used technology, communication, and marketing to expand his reach. He attracted attention from corporate giants. He took chances. He worked tirelessly. He earned respect. In short, he did what successful entrepreneurs do. He dreamed, he developed, he delivered. He became a brand. Shawn's courage and ambition changed the path of his life and have, in fact, helped countless others defy what they once perceived as their limits. His business is helping people to be healthier, more positive, and to live their life best. It's truly good business to be in. Shawn, thank you for modeling the tenacity and creativity that distinguishes those who achieve their dreams. We encourage entrepreneurial thinking at Rowan University because it helps people create their own advantages and opportunities, no matter the academic discipline that they study or the degree that they earn. On behalf of Rowan University, I'm pleased to present the 2019 Rowan University Medal of Excellence for Entrepreneurship to Mr. Shawn Thompson Wacker. The awarding of honorary degrees is a long-standing tradition at Rowan University. We select individuals whose accomplishments are meritorious and provide inspiration to our graduates and to the entire university community. Today, we honor such a person. Ms. Judith Human, groundbreaking leader in the disability rights movement nationally and internationally. Her leadership, activism, and work led to the passage of the American with Disabilities Act and the Individuals with Disabilities Act. Additionally, Ms. Human has dedicated her career to serving as an advocate for the civil rights of people with disabilities. In fact, she helped found the independent living movement in the United States. Moreover, she was the trusted advisor in the administrations of President Bill Clinton and President Barack Obama on issues affecting the disability community. Ms. Human has dedicated her life to promoting the dignity, equality, independence, and employment of individuals with disabilities. Chairman Bruner, please join us at the lectern. It is my privilege and pleasure to recommend to you that the honorary degree of Doctor of Humanities be presented to Ms. Judith Human for her extraordinary work to make our world a more inclusive place for all citizens.
Mr. President, I am pleased to receive this recommendation. By the authority granted to me as Chairman of the Rowan University Board of Trustees, today we are proud to bestow upon Ms. Judith Human the honorary degree Doctor of Humanities with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto.
So, thank you, President Husman, who I did not know liked hot sauce like I do, and he's promised me that he's going to give me some afterwards. I'd like to thank the distinguished guests, faculty and staff, and especially all of you who are graduating, and your families for the support that they've been giving you. It's a great honor for me to be receiving this honorary doctorate in humanities from Rowan University. And I have to honestly say, it's a privilege to be here and hear your president so proudly talk about the achievements of Rowan. When I was telling people that I was getting my doctorate, honorary doctorate from here, people were beginning to know Rowan University, sorry. And I think the achievements that are being made, including the commitment to be including disability in your diversity agenda, I really want to say to all of you, one of the important parts as you move forward is to reflect the communities that we live in, to reflect the diversity in race and gender and sexual orientation and disability, whether you have a visible or invisible disability. And the work that Rowan is doing through disability studies in the fields of education and others is to be lauded. It's a new area where more devotion is being paid. And as Rowan is moving forward, emerging as a top university in the country, you should all feel very proud of this. I want to thank John Woodruff and Professor Brent Elder and the students that they've been working with for the great work that you've been doing. Rowan and all of the graduates here, you're just at the beginning of an exciting journey. And you're hearing that from everyone. Let me just say that I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. Yay, okay. And who would have ever thought that a young girl from Brooklyn receiving only 2.5 hours a week of education would eventually become an assistant secretary in the Department of Education with the honor of working for President Clinton, or being a special advisor for international disability rights in the Obama administration, and as the senior advisor at the World Bank. I honor all of you. I hope you honor yourselves, lead on, be the leaders of tomorrow, create a world that we can all feel proud of. Thank you. And I want to do a special shout out to Dr. Casey Woodfield, whose birthday it is today. Thank you.
Hello and good evening. My name is Suzanne Smalley-Beers, and I am a proud graduate of the class of 2002. I also serve as the Rowan University Alumni Association President. It is my pleasure and my honor to be the first to welcome you all to Rowan's Alumni Association. Your lifelong membership includes access to alumni events, programs, and services. It will provide you with opportunities to expand your Rowan network and remain connected to your alma mater. I hope to see you at homecoming and other alumni events in the years to come. Today, it is my distinct honor to introduce you to a graduate who truly makes us all Rowan proud. Chances are you already know a bit about this year's distinguished alumnus. State Senator Troy Singleton has achieved more since graduating Rowan than many people do in a lifetime. A busy father of three, he served in the New Jersey General Assembly from 2011 to 2018 and won his first term in the state Senate last November, where he serves New Jersey's 7th Legislative District. In addition to his state Senate seat, he is Assistant Executive Secretary Treasurer for the Northeast Regional Council of Carpenters, where he assists in the negotiation of commercial and residential contracts and manages developer relations. In one of his earliest political positions, Senator Singleton served as Chief of Staff to New Jersey Speaker of the Assembly, Joseph J. Roberts. A commissioner with the Burlington County Bridge Commission since 2009 and a former commissioner for the New Jersey Turnpike Authority, Senator Singleton served as Director of Policy and Planning for the New Jersey Regional Council of Carpenters and was Deputy Executive Director of the New Jersey Assembly Majority Office. Senator Singleton has certainly made his alma mater proud, and we anticipate more successes in the years to come. He has a very bright future. Ladies and gentlemen, Rowan University's 2019 Distinguished Alumnus, Senator Troy Singleton.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and to my future fellow alumni, I salute you from this dais. First and foremost, I want to thank my incredible family whose love, devotion, and support have enabled me to achieve this honor today. I want to also thank this university. Rowan University is incredibly special to me. It advanced my maturation from a shy and unsure teenager when I first stepped on this campus to a somewhat more mature and confident individual with the tools to change the world and impact the lives of others. I also want to thank each and every one of you in this audience, because as I had an opportunity to read a little bit about the men and women who will get their degrees today, I am in awe about some of the stories of the individuals I've heard. There are parents among us who have children and have worked to achieve their dreams of academic success, never stopping, never letting anything get in their way. We have men and women who have served and continue to serve our country on the battle lines across this world, who never once stopped in the desire to get their true academic aspirations achieved. And by the amazing dreamers in this body, many of know no other country but our own, and have risen to the heights of academic excellence and are the true epitome of our American dream. And by the first generation college graduates, who many may have had a roadblock in their way, or more importantly, had to overcome a naysayer or a whisperer who said they couldn't achieve it. Each and every one of you who make up this beautiful mosaic that is our Rowan family, I find inspiration in. But like those who've come before me, I will charge you with three things. And if any of us in this room are Baptist preachers, you know the three-thing rule as it happens in Baptist churches. So if three things are really like 10 things, but I'm gonna consolidate them down for you. First, remember this great feeling of accomplishment. The future will bring more challenges. Don't let fear or self-doubt ever hold you back. You've seen what you're capable of by being in this position right now. Second, be a difference maker for someone else. The expression is pay it forward. There was someone in your life, probably many someones, who encouraged you along this journey. Thank them today and continue to be a source of support when they or someone else needs it. Third, focus on your unique and individual talents for the good of this country. We live in an exceptional nation, an imperfect union, but an exceptional nation. A nation founded by people who also dare to think differently. But our nation will only have a bright future if leaders like you make it so. Lastly, my journey here at Rowan ended temporarily in 1997. 1997 is when I left this campus, not with a college degree, but with the need to start a family and provide for that family. I had to walk away from my college aspirations. Your program will tell you 2005 is when I got my degree, and it was. The reason why I tell you that, it doesn't matter whether it was 4, 6, 10, 8, no matter how many years it is. Never give up on achieving what you want to achieve in your dream. You can do this, you've done this. And as the naysayers try and stop you, remember this feeling of accomplishment that you have here today. My Rowan family has bestowed upon me one of the highest honors you can receive as a member of this university. I'm humbled by their support and their belief in me. But I know our next distinguished alumnus sits amongst you all. And hopefully multiple of our next distinguished alumnus sit amongst you all. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you to our Rowan University alumni family, as our president of our Alumni Association said. Remember, we are all Rowan proud, and we salute you, and we look forward to the great things in your life to come. God bless you all, and congratulations.
This week, we are graduating 57 students who have served our country as members of the United States military. They have overcome the challenges and hardships of transitioning between studies and service. We appreciate their dedication to both education and military duty. Will those students who have served please stand and be recognized? Thank you for your service to our country. You may be seated.
Okay, now is the moment you've been waiting for. I will now recognize the candidates. No, I do not. Now it's time to certify the class. We will start with the candidates for the doctoral and professional degrees. Candidates, please rise. These are all the doctoral medical students who are about to graduate. Dr. Newell, please certify the doctoral and professional degree candidates.
Mr. President, the candidates who have successfully met all of the requirements for the Doctor of Education, Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, and Doctor of Philosophy degrees are hereby certified by the faculty for the receipt of their degrees.
Chairman Bruner, these candidates have been certified as having completed all the requirements for graduation. I present them to you as proper recipients of the Doctor of Education, Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, and Doctor of Philosophy degrees.
Members of the class of 2019 who have been certified as having completed all the requirements for graduation by the authority vested in me as chairman of the Verona University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the Doctor of Education, Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine, and Doctor of Philosophy degrees with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Now you can call yourself doctors. Please be seated. I will now recognize the candidates for the Educational Specialist degree. Candidates, please rise. Nobody? Okay, we won't recognize you then. No, we will. Dr. Newell, please certify the Education Specialist candidates. Believe me, they are here.
Mr. President, the hidden candidates who have successfully met all of the requirements for the Educational Specialist degree are hereby certified by the faculty for the receipt of their degrees.
Chairman Bruner, I'm going to talk louder. Maybe they are in their dorm and they can hear me and they can rush to this place. These candidates have been certified as having completed all the requirements for graduation. I present them to you as proper recipients of educational specialist degrees.
Members of the class of 2019 who have been certified as having completed all the requirements for graduation, by the authority vested in me as chairman of the Rowan University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the Educational Specialist degree with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
I promise you, those of you who are here are not going to be disappointed. I promise you. Just wait for a few more minutes. I will now recognize the candidates for the master's degrees. Candidates, please rise. You better be more than one of you. There you go. Dr. Newell, please certify the master's degree candidates.
Mr. President, the candidates who have successfully met all requirements for the Master of Arts, Master of Biomedical Science, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, Master of Engineering Management, Master of Music, Master of Science in Nursing, and Master of Science in Teaching degrees are hereby certified by the faculty for the receipt of their degrees.
Chairman Bruner, these candidates have been certified as having completed all the requirements for graduation. I present them to you as proper recipients of the Master of Arts, Master of Biomedical Science, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, Master of Engineering Management, Master of Music, Master of Science in Nursing, and Master of Science in Teaching degrees.
Master's degree candidates of the class of 2019 who have been certified as having completed all the requirements for graduation, by the authority vested in me as chairman of the Rowan University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the Master of Arts, Master of Biomedical Science, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, Master of Engineering Management, Master of Music, Master of Science in Nursing, and Master of Science in Teaching degrees with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Thanks. I will now recognize the candidates for a bachelor's degree. Candidates, please rise. Dr. Newell, please certify the bachelor's degree candidates.
Mr. President, the candidates who have successfully completed all the requirements for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of General Studies, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing degrees are hereby certified by the faculty for the receipt of their degrees.
Chairman Bruner, these candidates have been certified as having completed all the requirements for graduation. I present them to you as proper recipients of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of General Studies, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing degrees.
Members of the class of 2019 who have been certified as having completed all the requirements for graduation, by the authority vested in me as chairman of the Rowan University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of General Studies, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing degrees with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Please be seated. Will Mr. Arbery Singleton, President of the Student Government Association, please come to the lectern. Good man.
Thank you. Yes. All right, so I know I'm standing between us and Landmark, so I'll be pretty quick, all right? Good afternoon, President Hushman, Chairman Bruner, Board of Trustees members, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, the class of 2019. As Dr. Hushman stated, my name is Arbery Dwayne Singleton, and I've had the honor of serving as the 58th student body president of the Rowan University Student Government Association. While today may mark the end of one chapter of our lives, a commencement is also a new beginning. For some, the road to today's graduation may have taken 4 years, and for others, it may have taken 40. But for all that matters is that we're here now and that we made it. Whether you're 22, 52, or 62, be proud of yourself and this enormous achievement. Before I go any further, I would like to take a moment to thank all the parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, mentors, and chosen family for their support. I'd like to specifically thank my own village, my mother, Scarlett, my father, Roderick, and my sisters, Rihanna and Raina. I'm really not sure where I will be without you. During my 4 years at Rowan, I've learned a lot. In Dr. Goujon's Western Political Theory class, we read the works of Rousseau and Locke. In economics, we learned about the laws of price elasticity and market controls. The list goes on and on. But I can easily say that the most important and pertinent instruction I've received took place outside of the classroom. I've grown and I've learned about myself and those around me. I've tasted the sweetness of success and learned the valuable lessons of failure. But above all, I've come to understand that life is not a sprint, but a marathon, and all that matters is what we do right here, right now. I hope that as you graduate, all of you remember that as well. For as long as I can remember, sleep has been my favorite pastime. See? Right, Mom? I'm sure my mom would agree. Although sleep is an excuse to be lazy and lounge around all day, I enjoy it for another reason. I love to dream. I have the luxury of having extremely vivid dreams, taking me to places I've never been and speaking to people I've never met. But every time I wake up, I have an insatiable desire to bring these dreams to life. Rowan has helped me make so many of my dreams possible. This university, its environment, and its people have shown me that anything is attainable, so long as I'm willing to work for it. As American hero and one of my favorite poets, Langston Hughes, wrote, "Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow." And every time I read that poem, I can't help but think of my grandmother and mother boarding a plane in Managua, Nicaragua, with the dream of a better life on their hearts. 30 years later, I stand before you today because of their willingness to chase their American dream. Thank you. Today, class of 2019, you are living your own American dream as you prepare to graduate. It is a dream shared by you and your loved ones, those who loved you and sacrificed so much so that you could reach this very moment. As we all get ready to leave Rowan today and head to Landmark, I ask that you never stop dreaming. May we use our God-given potential and the skills we gained here at Rowan to, as Henry Rowan simply put it, make this world a better place because we lived in it. Class of 2019, it is our responsibility as future engineers, educators, attorneys, physicians, civic leaders, and citizens to go out into the world and advocate on the behalf of the most needy in our society. Let us build more bridges instead of walls, literally and figuratively. After all, we are the change that we seek. And although it may be easy to grow weary with cynicism and doubt about the status of our country and our world, we must never stop trying to make our world a more equitable and just place for all, no matter what you look like, where you come from, who you love, or the God you choose to worship or not worship. I wish each and every one of you the best of luck, congratulations, and go Cowboys. All right. Okay, enough. I cannot wait to get out of South Jersey. Will all bachelor's degree recipients please rise for the tossing of the tassel from right to left? Join me on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All bachelor's degree recipients may be seated.
The football opinions expressed by the SGA president are his alone and may not express the views of the Rowan administration. Please be seated. So today's ceremony is very much a commencement celebration, but I think you figured out by now it's not a particularly traditional one. In fact, we've left certain items out of the printed program so that everyone can enjoy in the fun of the surprise. One of these surprises comes now in the form of a gift from Gourmet Dining, our campus catering partner. Today, as our class of 2019 graduation candidates arrived, we asked each one to fill out a check-in card. I'm really hoping you did. The surprise is that all of those cards are being brought on stage right now so that we can draw one card and announce the winner of a $5,000 gift from Gourmet Dining to one very lucky member of the class of 2019. Now, this gift has no strings attached. So it can pay off someone's school loans, it can help someone start a business, or the landmark might have a really good night. George Kuzma from Gourmet Dining and Richard Jones, our Vice President for Student of Life and Dean of Students, please come to present that $5,000 check. Student Government President Arbery Singleton, please come to draw that lucky card.
So how many Cowboys fans do we have in here now? Okay, thought so.
And the winner of the $5,000 drawing, courtesy of Gourmet Dining, is James Chiara. James Chiara, come on down. I was starting to think he had an educational specialist degree. Go to the check. Now, James, we're not actually done with you yet. Don't go anywhere. James, we're not done. Now, you've probably started thinking about what you're going to do with that $5,000, but I have one more surprise for you, and this one's going to depend on your skill with a beanbag. Now, that $5,000 is yours to keep, no matter what happens from here. But in front of the stage to my right, we have a cornhole board waiting for you. If in one try you can throw the beanbag from the point marked in front of the stage into the opening on that cornhole board, Gourmet Dining will change your $5,000 check into a $50,000 check. Wait. So Gourmet Dining's George Kuzma is ready with the $50,000 check. He's ready with the $50,000 check. All you will have to do is sink the shot. James.
Don't make it harder for him, George. Hey, George.
Boo!
That's cheating.
Okay, wait for my count of 3. If you can see the board, it's the thing down there. All right, class of 2019, let's give a cheer for the win. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Well, James, that was a great try under a lot of pressure, but you're still going home with $5,000 today. Congratulations. And thank you, George Kuzma, and all of Gourmet Dining for sponsoring the drawing and giving the class of 2019 such a special send-off. Well, that was exciting. Thank you all for attending today's ceremony, and congratulations to all of our students. The audience is requested to remain in place until the platform party and graduates have recessed. We encourage everyone to continue the festivities at the Commencement Coast celebration located on the other side of Wacker Stadium's home bleachers near James, Wilson, and Robinson's halls. It's that way. There are several photo ops to capture the perfect family photo or to take a selfie. You can challenge your family and friends to giant lawn games. Stop by the beer and wine garden. Grab a complimentary bite to eat. Sit and relax and enjoy one of the live steel drum bands. And don't forget about the celebratory toast to our graduates at 7 p.m. Locations and more details about the celebration are included on the map on the back of your program. You will need the beach tag you received when you entered the stadium to attend because this is still New Jersey. Will everyone please rise for the alma mater and remain standing for the recessional?
O Rowan, we greet thee, all praise to thy name. Thy banner unfurled to the breeze. Thy children salute thee and pledge to thy fame. The resounding voices reprise. All about thee arise the first temples of God, lifting high leafy arms to the sky. And the flowers that bloom in the green of the sun seem to sing thee a sweet lullaby. was all it took. But now it's much too late for me to take a second look. Oh, baby, give me one more chance.
Show me that I love you.
Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was bound to let you go.
Let's go, baby.
But now since I see you in his arms, I want you back. Oh, no, now I want you back. Ooh, ooh, baby. I want you back. Yeah, 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 yeah. I want you back. You went to school to learn girl things you never, never knew before.
Hey, 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 I fully accept after C.
And why 2 + 2 makes 4. Now I'm gonna teach you all about love, dear.
Sit yourself down and take a seat. All you gotta do is repeat after me. ABC. 1, 2, 3.
Simple as do, re, mi.
ABC. 1, 2, 3.
Baby, you and me go.
ABC.
It's simple as do,
1, 2, 3. Do, re, mi. ABC. 1, 2, 3.
Baby, you and me go. Trying to live without your love is one long sleepless night. Let me show you, girl, that I know wrong from right. Teacher's gonna show you how to get it.
Yeah, you have to listen to me, baby. That's all you gotta do.
Oh, baby, give me one more chance.
Show you that I love you.
Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was bound to let you go, baby. Now since I see you in his arms,
ABC.
I want you back.
1, 2, 3.
I want you back.